Yeah. There's just always a bit of a delay between the SRL and the streams. Yeah, there they go.
Oh yeah, interesting that SuperBen is on the US version and not the Japanese version.
Yeah, so it's not that big of a time difference for the Japanese and US versions. The only real difference is the saves, like the save prompts, because they exit quicker, just ever so slightly faster on the Japanese version. But over the course of a run, it's not gonna do too much, especially a short run like this.
Yeah, I think in this category it's just over 2 seconds.
Yeah.
The course of a run, so not a whole lot. SuperBen did have a little bit of trouble in YI1. I think he obviously took his eye off the ball a little bit on this level, which is easy to do, and had a little bog, but nothing too major. So here in YI3, the runners are going to be spending as much time as they can on the brown platforms to gain a little bit extra, enough to get them to 259. SuperBen is probably not going to get a 259 because I think he spent a little bit of time on a white platform that's moving backwards, which you need to avoid.
Yeah, so he's definitely going to get the 258 because if you don't maximize your movement on the platforms, that's what happens. As you can see, Seathorne finished just slightly ahead of SuperBen.
Yeah, it's a tiny little optimization, something that Seathorne has nailed down. It's not going to decide the race, like deaths are going to decide the race. But it's a little thing, and if a lot of little things add up, it can buy you a full death, if you know what I mean.
Seathorne going for the shell jump and misses it. SuperBen also going for it, but it looks like he threw it up instead. He might not have been going for it. He might have just thrown it up as a backup.
Yeah, some people say that you're meant to stomp on the shell to reduce lag if you're not going to go for the shell jump, but I don't believe them. I never do that.
I've never even heard of that.
People keep telling me, but I just don't listen to them. Iggy's Castle is quite a tricky level. Very easy to gain or lose a few in-game seconds in this if you're not very optimal with your net grabs and your movement.
Looks like SuperBen was opting to take it a little safer.
Yeah, neither of them actually doing it perfectly. Seathorne with a nervous 280 and SuperBen with a nervous 279.
Yeah. Seathorne spamming fireballs and going for the swag, the crusher swag.
None of our runners in this particular race doing the small only strats in Donut Plains, which is quite interesting to see.
Yeah.
Very, very little difference between the two strats. It's mostly runner's preference. Okay, so only about 2 seconds difference between the runners coming out of Yoshi's Island. Not a huge deal. And then in Donut Plains, that's where the run starts to get really interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
When you first start learning this category, assuming you're coming from like 11 exit or something, it's very hard to get out of the muscle memory of grabbing that cape from the very first Koopa.
Absolutely.
But I think at this stage, everyone has practiced so much for these tournament races that they're definitely in no cape mode.
Yeah, I've only been doing no cape categories in preparation.
Yeah, I'm scared to use any capes for fear of messing my muscle memory.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Seathorne's gonna keep P-Speed quite well. Good Yoshi grab leads to a 260.
Yeah, very nice. A high 360 for him. SuperBen will still get a 360, so almost only a couple of frames difference from his slightly slower Yoshi grab, but not a big deal.
Both onto the water level now.
I personally find this level extremely annoying in this category.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's constantly holding right and down to control your swimming. And these purple blocks, I think they just hate me.
Yeah, I saw
Seathorne
that in
had a
a run
little
you
bit of
lost
trouble,
yours.
but yeah, it's. And I even practiced it before the run.
Same
Yeah,
thing
the
to
same thing happened to
SuperBen.
SuperBen. It's only a second, but it's another second that'll extend Seathorne's lead here. Seathorne getting a nice
Yeah.
240.
No up throws from SuperBen either, playing it safe.
Yeah, losing your flower. Well, usually losing your flower is not the worst thing, but if you're used to flower strats, it can throw you off a little bit. So it is good to play it safe. Didn't lose too much time from that.
$90 door. Looks like he wasn't going to cooperate fully, but he still got an 81 for the second door. SuperBen doing the backup strat, or the safety strat, I mean.
Yeah, so each of them ended up doing the 3 bounce, ending up having to do 3 bounces in the ghost. You can normally get with just 2.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both flat for this particular level. And now we're into Donut Plains 3.
This is a run decider for sure.
This is a level Seathorne will have obviously have practiced a lot, but it's still a really dangerous level. Now he got up to the clouds the fast way, which is relies on an RN jump.
Scary.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, he
He's
made it
still
though.
okay because he's still alive. Yeah, it's luck based whether he can get up to the clouds the way he does it, but presumably he will have a backup if he doesn't make it.
Yeah. SuperBen nailing the stage, so he's gonna pull ahead.
Yeah, SuperBen
Or
played the
might
stage
not pull
quite.
ahead, but he's gonna catch up a lot for sure.
SuperBen played the stage very safely against me, and that was like a couple of days ago. So he's obviously put some work into this level. While we have been looking away, he finishes with 261. It's very good.
Yeah, 261 is a really good time for that stage.
Seathorne did avoid the death though, so he'll be happy with that. I mean, he won't be happy, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of different strats you can do in Donut Plains 3. There's a star strat, there's a flower grab strat, and there is a blue shell strat. It looks like Seathorne is going for the flower grab.
SuperBen as well.
Did Seathorne lose his flower somewhere? Oh yeah, it was in Donut Plains 3, wasn't it?
I am not sure actually.
He lost his flower somewhere. I must have missed exactly where it was. This is very dangerous for SuperBen now because he's kind of off script. Oh my god! Okay,
It's a good turn
that
back.
was scary. That was scary, but he clutched it out. Okay.
Yeah. Let's finish the level with the Yoshi. That's good. Seathorne going up the stairs.
A little bit of final boss action there on the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Final boss is what we refer to as doors because they're quite tricky to get in when you're traveling at full P speed.
Yeah.
3 frame window to get in. Room 2 is a deceptively tricky level as well.
Yeah.
Rushing through the level the optimal way, it can be very easy to take a hit from one of the 2 thwomps in that level.
Yeah, I neglected learning it, and I'm realizing how much of a time loss it is.
Okay, something very weird happened on Seathorne's side. I don't know why.
Ooh, very close. He managed to get up there and keep the spring.
Okay, they're both having a lot of trouble.
SuperBen
with
taking a
the
hit.
spring.
That's kind of rough. He's probably gonna have to use the spring to go up.
Oh, he's took another hit, which is also annoying.
That's rough. Seathorne making quick work of the boss.
It's another case.
Too far behind.
It's another case where both runners made the same mistake, but I think Seathorne backed it up a little bit better in this.
Yeah.
I think that's his experience showing. Like when you make enough mistakes, you eventually learn the good backups for them.
Absolutely. Experience is one of those things that'll tell the difference between a new runner and an old one.
So SuperBen is going to want to grab a flower somewhere in the next few levels, so he can save a whole chunk of time in Castle 4. And Seathorne can get away with just doing the optimal strats in these levels, unless something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now SuperBen has a couple of options. One of them is to grab the flower here in Vanilla Dome 1, and another is to just keep his mushroom until Vanilla Secret 2 and
It's
then
a
grab
cape
it.
in this, I think.
Just below the pipe
US version. Oh, okay, yeah, right.
No, just below the pipe is a flower. Also, the question block is a flower as well, although it's very slow to get to. The secret hidden block is the Freedom Cape.
I thought it was in that block there too, but I guess I'm wrong.
I feel like all question blocks in this level are flowers, actually. And only the hidden block is a cape.
Interesting. I only played on the US cart for 11 exit, and it was for a very short time.
SuperBen decides to ditch his Yoshi to get up in Vanilla Dome 1, and he's going to do, I think he's going to do a shell jump strat here in Vanilla Secret 1.
Interesting. And he got it.
This is Kaizo talents coming through. SuperBen comes from a Kaizo background. I believe he plays a lot of ROM hacks.
Nice.
So while that is impressive to vanilla runners like you or I, that's probably bread and butter for guys like him.
Yeah, for sure. Seathorne making quick work of the Koopas.
Yeah, very nice level. It's a deceptively easy level to mess up somewhere. You just have to mess up one of your jump re-grabs and you'll hit a Koopa instead of bouncing on him. And then you're just off script.
If you do a left, right, Yoshi's gonna disappear, he's gonna run away.
Never face left in this level, because then Yoshi runs the wrong way.
That goes for basically any level where you can get hit on a Yoshi.
Vanilla Secret 3, Vanilla Secret 4, sorry 3, the dolphin level. It's another interesting one. I find it very frustrating. Seathorne demonstrating that you can in fact eat the dolphins on the Japanese version. SuperBen is not going to be able to do that same trick on the US version.
Saves a little bit of lag, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure if it's worth it.
There is a strat where eating a dolphin at the very start of the level makes it a bit easier to still get the strat without doing a left-right, which is where it mainly saves time.
Interesting.
But the left-right strat is fairly easy, so most people just do that.
Yeah. SuperBen also doing that level quite well. Seathorne in the Vanilla Fortress. Basically just swim to the end without getting hit. The skeleton fish can be quite mean. They have quite big hitboxes, and they like to take your power-ups. SuperBen also in the fortress, about half of the stage behind. Seathorne attempting those spinning things. Good Resner fight.
Yeah, very tidy fight from Seathorne. Unfortunately, it looks like SuperBen did not grab his flower. So there are no convenient flowers between here and Castle 4, so he's basically going to be doing Ludwig the slow way.
Yeah.
So this is a chance for Seathorne to extend his lead if he can keep both of his one of his two flowers to the Seathorne. What are you doing?
He was doing that against you too. It was real funny.
I'm glad I wasn't looking, because I probably would have taken time out to post in chat telling him not to do that. We haven't seen any deaths in Butterbridge 1 in this tournament, but we have seen a few Yoshi losses. Yeah. And usually it's from goofing around like that.
Absolutely. It definitely sucks to take a death or lose Yoshi on the stage.
SuperBen is probably thinking to himself, go on Seathorne, do some more of that.
Yeah.
It is a good level to farm some lives, though, if you can do this in a safe and responsible manner. Dragon coins are nice. Top up your coin count.
It's not too much to say on the stage other than you don't want to grab the cape that's in this question block on Seathorne screen.
Some of our runners like to show us the cape that we can't grab, but these guys are not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate that the title of the stream and also the command in chat both say NCNSW, so it's not always clear. This category is no cape, no Star World.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it here. You can't see it on the setup screen, but you can see it here in the main layout. So that's the category.
Basically, we're trying to beat the game as fast as possible without using the cape in Star World. No other requirements. SuperBen still in the auto scroller. Seathorne now on Butterbridge too.
Oh my god, Ben, please be careful. He almost lost his Yoshi. And it doesn't matter which way you're facing because there's pits both sides there. I've lost my Yoshi on that very platform before several times.
Seathorne grabbing as many power-ups as he can.
Someone should tell him it doesn't actually increment his score that way. Yeah, there was one very exciting Zelda match on just before these Super Mario races. So there's a lot of cool tournaments being hosted here by Fiesel and his team on SpeedGaming. So it's really cool. And we're super glad that
really cool for having Super Mario World.
Yeah, we're really glad to have a Mario tournament here.
Seathorne making it look easy to get through those potobos.
Yeah, it's actually very tricky. You can't do full-size spin jumps because you can hit the potobos, and you can't do minimal-size spin jumps because often you can miss your jump. So you have to do regrabs, regrab jumps. Well, it makes it's easier to do regrab jumps, I should say.
Yeah.
Seathorne keeps his flower into the rig,
so tricky. Yeah, very quick fight because of the fire flower. We didn't get to see that last run. But SuperBen's gonna have to
hey, rub it in, why don't you?
SuperBen's gonna be going for the phase skip, hopefully. Saves quite a bit of time over not getting it because Ludwig likes to dance around and waste a ton of time.
I can't remember the number of seconds that's not having the fireball saves, but I think it's like in the region of 15 to 18 seconds. Somebody in chat will tell us the exact number. Yeah, but it's around 15 to 18 seconds. And another thing that it hurts is that you don't have one of your flowers, which means you can't easily pick up a second flower and keep it for saving another 6 seconds in Castle 5. So that's another time loss that's coming up in the next split from not having flower here.
Yeah, if you have 2 fire flowers, you can do a damage boost and grab the power up and take that into the Roy fight, but it's a lot safer to just stay on the bus, but it wastes a ton of time.
Yeah, normally you grab that flower from the roulette block, but Seathorne already has a second flower.
Yeah, so it'd be just a waste of inputs, basically.
Okay, he's lost P-Speed.
This he would have made it into the pit if he didn't stop there, so it's quite good.
Yeah, when you lose P-Speed, generally you can just shoot, you can just fire your shell, kill those dudes, and then get back on track. But he must have missed a jump or mistimed something. But he managed to avoid taking damage to the Wriggler.
SuperBen now starting Force Illusion 1. He's gonna do a left-right and grab the fire flower at the start, I guess. Okay, so now he's gonna have 2 fire flowers for Roy. If he grabs the roulette anyway. Seathorne missing the first Yoshi clip.
I know the feeling. And he's not gonna. I didn't think he was gonna make it back up as well. He's dropped him again. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, there's some RNG elements to the Yoshi clip, but unfortunately, this is just slightly mistiming. And he gets in. When Yoshi's on the ground, the Yoshi clip, Yoshi subpixel is ostensibly random, so you don't really have any knowledge or control over the subpixel. So therefore, you really have pretty much a 50-50 chance of succeeding when you do clip into the wall. So Seathorne won his coin flip there.
Absolutely. SuperBen lost his backup fire at the end due to the hammer bro, which is unfortunate, or it might have been the wiggler. Now he's gonna go for some Yoshi clips. Sets up his sub pixel with the fish. And first
Nice.
try.
SuperBen's gaining a bunch of time now on
Yeah, he
this.
saves a bunch of time now.
And now he's only half of this water level behind. Really good.
He makes it up to the block. Nice.
First Evolution 3 is another one of these levels, which is it's a nothing level when you have a cape, but it's actually quite an interesting platforming level when you don't have a cape. Like
These
there's a little
bubbles
box jump there.
all your momentum over a gap and kill you. It's very scary.
Yeah, their position is deterministic if you do the level the same way. Seathorne did not. He bonked a little bit, so they were actually in a bit of an unknown pattern. But because he carried his shell, he could use it to kill one of the problematic bubbles. And he got the Goomba
Nice
jump
Goomba
as well.
jump.
Yeah, it's a trick that
it's a weird looking trick, but it's cool to see.
I find it very frustrating because of the randomness of Mario's jump height.
Yeah, I don't go for it.
Yeah, it can be quite difficult to judge.
I saw it in the tutorial, or I saw it on the wiki, and I decided against it.
SuperBen just missed the box jump. He jumped a little late, and he was going for another shell jump, but he didn't quite get that either. Yeah, and I think he decided to give up because it's very easy to fireball your own shell when you're Fire Mario trying to do a shell jump. So he just went for the spring, which I thought that was sensible.
And then the
SuperBen showing us the non-Goomba jump. Yeah. Barely loses time. That is much safer. Seathorne almost hit that first Podoboo.
Yeah, very close.
He's playing it safe as well, yeah.
And he gets it. Now he just has to jump before he gets hit again.
The Dorito! Yeah, like, you have to jump early because your iframes are going to run out, but he obviously jumped a little bit too early.
And he got hit by the falling spike. That was rough.
Yeah, so now despite all his efforts to keep 2 flowers into Castle 5, he's doing the vanilla Roy fight anyway.
But it is he did it pretty quickly, despite not having it. Roy can be a bit of a bully and run up the sides of the walls and waste a huge amount of time. Looks like SuperBen's also going to be going for the damage boost.
Yeah, for sure. It saves a whole chunk of time from just waiting on that brown platform longer. So it's definitely worth it. It's better to do that than it is to save the flower. Yeah.
It's a good point.
So Seathorne has a comfortable lead, we'll say, over SuperBen, but it's not a huge lead, and it's not something one little death somewhere is going to level out.
Yeah.
Having a little trouble with that damn mushroom. Sometimes it just doesn't pop out. I've had that happen as well, and I don't quite understand it. It's something about your position. I don't know exactly what triggers it. Seathorne is also showing us that you should not, if you don't have P-speed, don't go into that pipe anyway. It's the wrong thing to do. You just go on the pipe and jump over, because the screen transition is a lot slower.
Interesting.
So Seathorne knows his slightly faster backups for when things aren't quite going according to plan. It's another example of that.
Ooh. I just learned this last night, but if you hold neutral coming out of the pipe, you retain your speed, and then if you do a 1-frame jump off the ground, you keep your speed again, and you go very fast in the goal tape.
Yeah, there's 2 ways to end that level. One of them is to jump the whole way, and that means you land on the ground, and then you have to do a 1-frame jump to keep your 64 speed. Otherwise, you're going a little bit slower. And the other way is to hold nothing out of the pipe, and then just before you land on the Koopa, you then hold B, and you'll bounce all the way to the goal tape.
Yeah, sorry, I meant hold neutral on the D-pad, but
yeah, neutral on the D-pad, to keep your 64 speed. That's the important bit. Yeah.
SuperBen did the same thing, landing on the spring, trying to grab the mushroom so he could do the damage boost in the next stage. Very smart. Seathorne made it through the made it through the ghost house with no problems. SuperBen now in the ghost house.
Yeah, this first room can be a little bit tricky to avoid hitting the ghost. It's very easy to make a little mistake, but it's quite forgiving because there's extra mushrooms you can grab to do the damage boost.
91 pipe from Seathorne, very good. Looks like he's gonna nail the second room as well.
Oh, no, not quite.
Wow,
Commentator's
a little
curse.
soon.
Get your commentator's curse emotes in chat. There you go, I posted it for you.
Nice. Seathorne doing a cool strat for the third room there. He's about one stage ahead of SuperBen at the moment.
Yeah, Choco Secret's another dangerous level, but there is a consistent strat that you can see Seathorne demonstrating to pick up the shell and use it to kill the Chuck. I think world record attempts at this generally go for like more dangerous strats, where you try to YOLO the first room, but certain football spawns can wreck you. So it's quite dangerous. SuperBen also having a nice CI2.
The footballs bounce in such strange ways, it's almost impossible to know unless you actually go in and look and pay a lot of attention and take notes. The footballs just, it's like real footballs, they just bounce wherever the hell they want. Looks like SuperBen's going to be keeping P-Speed all throughout the first room, which is good.
Yeah, getting the 280 pipe in that first room is quite good. Very clean strat.
Backward slide. Oh, just barely makes it around. Nice. Didn't keep P-Speed the whole way, but he did quite good.
Yeah, it's quite clear to see that SuperBen has been working on his level strats and he's been practicing. Because like that huge PB got in the last race wasn't out of nowhere. He's obviously been working hard and it was just paying dividends.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not quite able to get P-Speed. It can be quite tricky to get P-Speed there on the Chuck's platform. But he can just casual it to the end. He's still okay. Hasn't lost too much time.
Yeah, it doesn't lose too much time, but it's definitely a time loss you don't want.
Seathorne with a nice P-Speed strat in Route 2 of Wendy's Castle. Very nice. There's actually a lot of different ways I see people do that level.
Yeah, it looks like
there's
everyone
quite a lot
has
of
something
variety.
Slightly different. Seathorne with the quick fight on Wendy. SuperBen now in the castle. Looks like he's not going for the damage boost.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or not.
That's unfortunate.
Well, no, I don't think that's a problem actually. I think that's deliberate because when he's small Mario or he has iframes, he can make the full crusher cycle without stopping. You can't do that with big Mario unless you like control the camera position a bit better. So I don't think what he did lost any time. I think it was probably deliberate, and he gets the halfway for free. He gets big Mario for free at the halfway anyway.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that. It looked unintentional.
By spin jumping on these fireballs is really spooky, by the way, and nobody should ever do it. Because if you spin jump on both fireballs at the same time, if they're approximately the same position, you can just take damage. It's like
they have some kind of strange hitboxes sometimes too. So you spin on the side of it, you take damage, and yeah.
Okay, Seathorne's in the ghost house. He's swimming along merrily, and the boo cloud is phasing in and out here. And he's going to try and control the position of the level so that the cloud is still there when one of the boo rings are meant to spawn. But because he got it the pixel perfect positions, both boo rings despawned.
Wow, that's really impressive.
So the ending wasn't quite as he was intending, I think. The idea is you're
Yeah.
meant to just damage boost at the ending and then use iframes, but he got hit a little bit early, and then I think he scrolled then to try and save it. If you scroll,
Mhm.
the boo cloud stops spawning, so you can swim to the end freely.
Yeah.
It's still
Still
cool.
pretty
Like
good regardless. Orb for Seathorne.
Orb.
Orb. SuperBen in the same stage. Looks like he's also going to be able to keep the boo ring, but he's going to do an early scroll so the ring starts.
Yeah, he got
Or
the
boo
single
cloud, I mean.
despawn. Got the single despawn, and then he does the intended damage boost through the next boo ring.
Yeah. Then he's going to be trying to kill some Koopas to minimize lag. While Seathorne does Valley of Bowser 1.
A deceptively difficult level to do optimally.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, interesting. He's grabbing a safety mushroom for the next level. It's a little bit unexpected, although I think he might have done this in the previous race as well.
Yeah, but the last race, he just threw it up into the thing and got a coin. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but
no, he
he
definitely
stayed a small
turned
Mario.
back. He was at the pipe and he turned back to grab a block.
Yeah, but he threw it into the gold tape, I mean, and collected a coin.
Oh,
Into the
interesting.
mushroom. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was intentional.
Because, like, as you can see here, he's very accomplished with the no cape strat in room 1.
Yeah.
He would not have had any trouble with that as small Mario, and he would get the mushroom for free from the halfway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just an interesting decision.
Looks like he's going to be going for sandbar. Missed it, but he got the cycle skip anyway.
Yeah, he got the cycle skip. He was actually quite late. I'm not sure he was. I'm not sure if he was really going for it or if he was just going for the cycle skip. It's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm. Because the setup's basically the same.
He was a little bit too far along by the time the sandbar got into the position for the clip. So I'm not sure. We'd have to ask him after the race, I guess. But he can see on the restream. He'll be watching, so he'll know his position in the race, and he'll just want to secure a win.
Looks like SuperBen's gonna be able to keep P-Speed through the first room as well. Awesome. Seathorne's gonna go for the iron jump. Missed it. SuperBen looks like he's setting up for sandbar. I'm not sure if he's gonna go for it. No, he just did the skip as well. That's fine.
Well, I don't know if he did go for it, because he did do a spin jump right at the end of that cycle, so he might have gone for it. But again, he was quite late in the position, so it was tricky for him to get it.
It's probably best not to go... it's probably best not to die and just do it safely.
Yeah, maybe if he was within 113 seconds of Seathorne, it would have been valuable to attempt it, but when you're more than that, you're kind of relying on a death.
Looks like Seathorne was able to keep P-Speed throughout the whole fort as long as he needed it anyway.
Yeah, very solid fort from Seathorne.
Some pretty bad fireballs. Not as bad as yours from last round.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, but I think you do enough Reznor fights, you kind of learn to adapt.
Yeah.
Seathorne will have done a lot of Reznor fights, especially because from all his 96 exit grinding, he's a very good strong time in that category as well.
Nice.
Where you do all 4 of the forts. So he'll know his way around the Reznor fight.
SuperBen scrolling at the start because it helps you make it through the crushers in one cycle. Looks like he's also going to be going for the P-Speed strat.
Oh, he takes a hit. Okay. That's a little bit unfortunate. He's pretty much going to have to kind of casual his way to the end now, like without P-Speed.
It's going to be scary as small Mario. Seathorne in the Bowser fight. Really quick first hit.
That was a very early hit. You can have a 2... Oh my... SuperBen! Okay, he's okay, I think.
Very scary.
You can't... If you hit Bowser too early at the first hit, he'll be so far on the left of the screen that he'll throw one of the Mecha Koopas off screen,
Yeah.
which is really bad. So I thought it was very early there, but I guess he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he's got this dialed in for sure. SuperBen now entering Dark Rune, not too far behind Seathorne. I think SuperBen is just off base for PvP.
Yeah, only just behind, but it's another very solid run considering
Yeah,
it's like a Wraith.
absolutely.
Very decent, another very decent performance from SuperBen.
Seathorne having no troubles at all in the boss fight so far.
Yeah, this Bowser fight must be something Seathorne has done about 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm. I much prefer the no cape fight. It feels easier.
Yeah, it can be a little tricky if you're going for the super insta hits on like hits 2
The
and
insta
4.
hits are pretty crazy, but otherwise it's much easier than the cape kill. Oh, he misses the hit.
Do we have another little commentator's curse there? But still, get
I said
GG
so far.
Seathorne. GG Seathorne.
GG's to Seathorne for sure. Very good race.
Much more solid run this time around. Finding his form again. Takes down the race win in this group.
Over to SuperBen's audio to watch him finish out the race. Just finishing phase 2.
Yeah, we'll get Seathorne in here very shortly, I think, once SuperBen finishes his race.
Yeah.
We'll hopefully get both runners in.
Yeah, for a little interview.
A little bit of a late hit 5, yeah.
Yeah,
But
slow
it's
hit
not
on
a big
the
deal.
fifth hit there. Not gonna lose much time at all. He takes it on the propeller.
Just don't die.
Very close. GG's to SuperBen as
GG
well.
SuperBen, well done.
He PB'd.
Is that a PB? I thought it was a 37.0 something.
Huh.
Is that a PB?
Well, according to his splits, it's a PB. Either way, GG's to SuperBen.
Yeah, very good run either way. GG's to both runners. Very good race.
Awesome. Hopefully these guys will be in here in a second for an interview.
Yeah, we just need to get the invite sent out to them.
Oh yeah, they're in the setup, so we'll have the interview in just a second. Looks like they're having a little bit of trouble. Just gonna be 1 second, everybody. Sorry. There we go.
Oh,
How's it going, everybody?
Hey there.
Good.
Very good races.
Yes, that was a much better race, I think. At least towards the end game.
Yeah, you played very solid, C. SuperBen, is that a PB or is your split?
Not quite a PB. My PB was my last race against Shady Force, where I got a 37.06, but
Yeah, that's what he was
nice.
saying. He thought it was lower. It says it's a PB on your splits, so I was just wondering.
Nice.
oh yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was a really good race. I made a lot of mistakes, but I didn't take any deaths, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Did you guys both go for standby, or were you just going for the cycle skip?
I mean, I do a very loose definition of going for standbar. Like, I will press A, but I try to press it late to be safe
Nice.
rather than early.
Well, it worked out. SuperBen, did you go for sandbar?
I go for sandbar like I go for the midair. I've never actually done it, but I try.
Nice.
Yeah.
At least we saw the A press on your side, SuperBen.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
a cool race.
Did you get FY2 clip first try?
He did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
SuperBen
was-
got it and closed it up quite a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest time saves you had on me because I dropped Yoshi in there twice.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
So I lost probably more than 16 seconds just in that level.
Yeah, it was nice to see SuperBen get it on the first try.
Yeah, I've been lucky with that.
And I think my other biggest mistake in the run, I think we both had trouble with, which was missing a Morton cycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Morton didn't go too greatly for either of you, but
Yeah,
you
was it-
managed to just barely make it up there with the Spring Sea.
Yeah, but that was after missing one cycle though. But
Yeah. It's still, most people aren't able to bring the spring up as well.
that was, I didn't know if you could actually do that because I don't think I usually miss cycles on that in no cape. Definitely miss cycles
Yeah.
there a whole lot in caped. But
Yeah, it's definitely a hard room to fly through with a cape.
Yeah, in Cape you would just kill the dude and just fly up, and then you're back onto familiar territory. But I guess it's different here.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, it was a pretty solid run. I had like some small mistakes in random levels, like I think I got hit off Yoshi or something, or lost P speed towards the end of FY1 and had to do some sort of makeshift thing.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
think
you took
so-
a hit to the spike in Castle 5.
Oh,
You
yeah,
that
jumped
was
a little
rough.
bit too early. Yeah.
yeah, that was kind of weird. I have messed up that jump before and jumped too late and just died. Like,
Yeah, so you're trying to compensate.
so better to take a hit and lose the 5 or 6 seconds to fire in the one transition rather than die.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess you would have just lost your power up in this scenario as well if you had jumped late. I think.
True. I guess it ends up the same way.
That's funny.
As long as you don't stand and panic and you keep running so you can jump high enough to get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely a good race for both of you guys, though.
Yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if or how long until the next race is. I think it's going to be about 45 minutes or an hour. But
Yeah.
see you guys around for that one. It's going to be on SpeedGaming 6, I believe.
Yeah, that'll be between Dabs and Yandolash. So that'd be another good
Yeah,
one.
That'll be a
And you're
good race for
commentating
sure.
that again, aren't you, Candlelist?
Yeah, I'm going to be commentating for that one.
Awesome.
So I'll see you guys later for that. Definitely follow both of these runners. They're very talented. Go follow Shady Force. He was in the last race.
Don't follow me.
Yeah.
Or follow all of us. we do a lot of casual races, me and Canalist and all of
Yeah.
the Mario community. So
For sure.
if you want to learn this game, get involved. speedrun.com/SMW or message any of us and we'll be happy to help.
Absolutely.
And,
We have the Discord on the SRC, so come check that out. We have lots of people who are happy to help with any questions you have, and it's a very welcoming community.
Well, thank you for commentating, and thanks for whoever was restreaming. I'm not actually sure.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, SpeedGaming, for having us. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.